Hey, welcome back to the channel. This is a game called The Game of Everything. Let's just start. I think we could probably start a new world. It's no biggie. We're the kidders. Okay. So this game is kind of awesome. And hopefully you see that. I don't know. We'll see. Or to think. Is this the beginning? The reason why we're going to play this game is because I wanted to talk. Whose fault is this? And, yeah, I had a good achievement. Kind of a little bit excited. Is this me? Goddamn. Look at that. That's him. What the hell is that a chromosome in front of us? Thoughts info added under help. Hi. You are Rocky Mountain Elk. Opened animal. Yo Elks. Yo Elks, fellow Elks. I don't remember how to call you guys. We're gonna go over to that. We are rolling on out. As a kid, when this game came out, I got it immediately, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. Hi, kidders! You found me finally. We've been waiting for you for such a long time. Notice my whatever the hell that is icon. Look for others with this. It's like a, you know. We're here to show you what you're able to do and help you navigate everything. Good luck. I don't see one of them icons. We're just gonna keep the roll, brother. But anyway, today I passed post-secondary. I passed the first year, and I didn't think I'd be able to do that, so it's really cool. Everything sings. Singing is how all things communicate. Look at his little feet. Little feet. Singing helps things find or avoid one another. It deepens bonds between some things and separates others. It's how things announce their existence. So, sing. Sing all day long. I want to hear what you sound like, and so does everything else. If other things hear you, they might sing back. Listen to that beautiful, beautiful song. That brilliant, beautiful song. We go to the thought bubble. The one we were originally destined for. Oh. A little bit of hitching. I have no idea why, but... Okay. Sunny afternoons make me feel alive. Like I can do anything. I can't climb tree. We continue. So yeah, you can become everything in this game. You'll see. There's my brothers. My brother. Those two are sleeping, of course. To the next icon. Right here. We gotta talk to another rug. They're wise, you know. They do see a lot of the change. I'm stuck. Go around the rugs. Hey, how far back do you think Rocky Mountain Elks go? You might not always feel it, but you look trillions of generations of Rocky Mountain Elks getting mixed up all the way back to forever. It's incredible. You made it through and finally arrived here. The other Rocky Mountain Elves around here are reflections of you from back then. Each with their own dreams and their own lives to live. As you meet other Rocky Mountain Elks, you will sometimes feel inseparable from them, and find where you really start and end is up to you. Join the Rocky Mountain Elk pieces with the V button. Come, my elk brothers. Was that you? Are you the elks? Join me, brother. Join me, brother. Onward. We go fast. Sing to me, brothers. Join me. All of you, join me. Onward. You too. You guys as well. Come on. Are these elks? These are the pumas, of course. The pumas. Are we big enough now to see this? I can't talk to this, my brother. I can't even look higher up than this. We move on. We share our calls with the world. What about this guy? It's another tree. As long as you keep moving in any direction you choose, that will take you where you need to go. I think that's wrong, but we continue. Look at these trees. There you are. Over time, you might find there's no right or wrong way to take here. As you explore, you might feel that parts of you need to go their own direction, because you can't control everything at once. At least not yet. Try letting go of a few things. We separate. We separate to the single. Now we're a woman. Fair enough. Woman elk. Alone. Woman elk. Trying to find the thing. The sensitivity's a little weird in this game. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, jokes aside. Okay, I'm ready to give up thinking. Watch me do it. Here goes. It's hard. Almost. Nope. Okay. I mean, like, monks can do it. Or at least they claim they can. I'm not, like... You know, I'm no fellow monk, but... I need a mate. You come with me. This guy is important to us. He's our husbando. Yes. But anyway, yeah, I struggled really hard in high school, and I couldn't, like, succeed it, so it feels good that I was able to succeed post-secondary with, like, a more developed brain. Yeah, it's a good feeling. This is my favorite spring. It's real magical. There are moments of great beauty in its little rhythms. Very nice. Alright, where is another shape that I'm pretty sure I know what it is, but I'm too self-conscious to say. For the sake of, like, if I'm wrong, that's very embarrassing. I think it's like a hexagon. Where the hell? I don't know where to be going. I don't know if I want to listen to the thoughts of rocks forever. Personally, I can't remember a more sunny spring. This game's pretty relaxing. You'll see, it's actually really cool. It's astonishing. I think they, I don't know if the studio that made it is still around. I lost one. He got stuck on the rock and he didn't want to join. New husbando, come. But yeah, I mean, it's like the average. Well, not the average. What am I saying? I'm just like another hussy on the block. Okay, well, that one was short-lived, like Katy Perry, or Britney Spears had a two-day marriage. Hey, what do you make of all the small things around here? All the creatures, plants. Are they here for you, or are you here for them? It's hard to imagine that everything could be here for each other, because you can only see things from a rocky elk's perspective, just as you can only see from a palm lily's perspective. But if you want to, you can always see things from a little thing's point of view. Try it. Turn into the lily thing. There we go. You are a palm lily. I want to be you. Come on, goat. You are goat. I want you. Come. Okay, it's a very simple game. You can become everything. Everything you see, you can become. There are not really a lot of rules. You'll understand. We can become like dust and whatever. You're in a rock. Hi, friend. It looks like you've seen things from a little thing's point of view. Now you might be wondering what it's like to see things from the other way around. Now, to see things from a bigger thing's point of view, out of all the points of view you find, which one is the right one? Okay, now we ascend. But first... Wait, I want to be a puma. Hold up. Puma. No, not a rock. I want to be a puma. I don't want to crush the puma either. Bonding is quicker. What? Okay, I can't become puma. Oh, it's because I had to bond with the rock. I had to become the rock. Now I become puma. No, this isn't puma. Look at that guy. He looks like he's just droned off catnip entirely. Now we are puma. Bond with puma. We are now the puma. Okay, now we become the redwood. The puma to the redwood. Now we create a whole herd of redwood trees. We are a forest. And then we can descend. We are now island. Island, I want to be with you. Come on. We go to new island. Less rocky, less ugly. Maybe a pretty island. You can ascend again. 1 second. Before we ascend, I want to become this island. Wait, hold up. Can we go to the ocean? Holy! We're fish. A school of such. We can probably descend. You can hold to ascend. I guess we'll do this thing. A different island. We need to bond with it first. Descend. See, much nicer. Become friends with it. Then I become this thing. Oh, dude, it's a dog. Look at him. We move. We grab a whole school of pooches. You are Grey Wolf. We've gotten 3% of animals so far. Probably means there's like 100 or something. I don't know. I'm not a wizard of the craft. I'm just a pack of wolves. But it was it's just a chill game. Okay, you can go higher up, by the way, than when I went before. But now we descend. We are the leaf. And there's the fuzzy pooch's bum. You are seedling. What there is.
I find it a little difficult to say what the subject matter of this seminar is going to be, because it's too fundamental to give it a title. I'm going to talk about what there is. Now, the first thing, though, that we have to do is to get our perspectives with some background about the basic ideas which influence our everyday common sense, our fundamental notions about what life is about. Ideas of the world which are built into the very nature of the language we use and of our ideas of logic and of what makes sense altogether. And these basic ideas I call myth, not using the word myth to mean simply something untrue, but to use the word myth in a more powerful sense. A myth is an image in terms of which we try to make sense of the world.
Okay, we're just trying to make it into a dog's ass right now. He's very deep and very cool, but the dog's ass is more important to me. We're on a mission, but we shan't get too big, as we will scare the dog. I want to be an ant. And go right underneath this stick now. We're getting blocked by it. Just go right underneath it. To the dog's ass. But yeah, that's a really big milestone, and I'm really excited about it. Yeah, so my favorite thing to do is make YouTube videos, and now that I have like the whole summer to myself, that's the plan. See what we can do. I really enjoy it. Yeah, we're gonna get to this woofer's pooper, and then I don't know, I'll figure out what to do from there. Maybe we'll go even smaller. Who knows? Can I become the leaf litter? Of course. You can become everything, by the way. Wait, am I floating? I can float, but not too high. Okay. Kind of cool. What is that? Is that a butterfly? Will become this thing. A flower of sorts. Blue Bell. Yeah, this game's really good. Do I think it's like amazing? Not really, but like it's good. When I was a kid and it was coming out, I was really excited. I told all my friends about it. I showed them it, and they were like, "That is the funniest thing I've ever seen." And none of them give a shit. I even like, you know when you're a kid, you invite your friends over because you get the new game, and you're like excited. I used to do that, and yeah, no one came. I spent about 2% of my life actually living, and I gamble the rest. Is that okay? I don't really know what that means. Now we're like a fern. What am I? Nettle. Look at that dog. Jesus. Dude, it's a monstrous way to get to this dog. But it's the quest that we're gonna make. I forgot how to dream and lies. Now I'm stuck with a reality generating machine inside my mind. What the fuck are you talking about? Dude, that's some like weird shit. I like these quotes. This is what I play the game for mostly. You grow out of this physical
universe in just exactly the same way that an apple grows off an apple tree. So let's say the tree which grows apples is a tree which apples, using apple as a verb. And a world in which human beings arrive is a world that peoples. And so the existence of people is symptomatic.
An arrowhead, what the hell?
The kind of universe we live in. Just as hair on a head is symptomatic of what's going on in the organism. But we have been brought up not to feel that we belong in the world.
Back to frog.
So our popular speech reflects it. We say, I came into this world. You didn't. You came out of it.
I didn't want to do this.
We say, face facts. We talk about encounters with reality. As if it was a head-on meeting of completely alien agencies. And the average person has the sensation that he is a somewhat that exists inside a bag of skin. A center of consciousness, which looks out at this thing and what the hell's it going to do to me? I recognize you. You kind of look like me, and I've seen myself in a mirror, and you look like you might be people. So maybe you're intelligent. Maybe you can love too, and perhaps you're all right. Some of you are anyway. You've got the right color of skin, or you have the right religion, or whatever it is. You're okay. But there are all those people over in Asia, Africa. And they may not really be people. When you want to destroy someone, you always define them as unpeople.
Let's see what this is. Life mostly involves going out and entangling yourself with others. But I want to show you another way of getting mixed up. A very beautiful thing you can do, and that's dancing. To dance is to move in a pattern, and not towards anywhere in particular, to make yourself the destination, and to enjoy never quite arriving. Dancing always takes two, but the more the merrier. Everything dances a little differently, so try doing it with different things. I don't think we're going to find another frog, man. I've been searching for such. And he keeps getting stuck on random things. I need to, like, dodge everything. On the journey to the dog's butt, it's been a treacherous one. Don't judge me, Green Frog. You should judge yourself for judging me in the first place. Okay? That guy's a little pretentious. Do I gotta become the I become the cricket. Press 8 to dance. 8 of all things. This is the dance of the grasshoppers. A new grasshopper is ready to be born. Yeah. So we can make like a gigaherd when we want to. With that. I think we're ready to ascend a little bit. It's time to take it to the dog's ass. Lickety split. By the way, we came from that dog to here. Like, we're very close to him. Look at that. Look how close we are. Oh my god. That's awesome. It's the little things, I guess. I'll be there soon. Dude, look how close we are. But it feels a turn to frog. Any other frogs? I got stuck on that. I don't think there's any frogs, boys. Not sure there's any frogs at all, to be honest. Yeah, it's a good game. I recommend this game. But it doesn't have like a ton of replayability. You'll see once I reach this frog's ass, we'll go deeper beyond. Upward or downward? I don't know. We'll flip a coin. I think I have a coin. Maybe I don't. I'll just make a decision by the time we get to his ass. It's gonna be like a very long time. Then I'll show you what happens. Because maybe some people care, and that's nice. It's good to care about things. Yeah, I said I failed high school. I had to go back. I was really scared about it, but it looks fine. It all turned out fine. I didn't use any supports, even though I qualified for a bunch of different supports. I didn't use any. Because what are you gonna do when you actually are working, right? Like, get supports? No one's gonna hire you if you need them. So, just do a good job, man. Man, these frogs are a dime a dozen, or the opposite. These frogs are few and far between. Is that a worm? I want to be you. It's like a mushroom. It is a worm, okay. Earthworm. Oh gosh, we are slow. But progress, I guess, is progress. That's my call. Oh, another quote. Let's go to it. Yeah, it was hard for me, but post-secondary, if you're scared to go, is literally just how good is your work ethic. And if you have good work ethic, you're fine. If you have bad work ethic, you're screwed.
We have this hostility to the external world
It's
because
not
of the
simpler than that.
superstition, the myth, the absolutely unfounded theory that you yourself exist only inside your skin. Now, I want to propose another idea altogether. Billions of years ago, you were a big bang. But now you're a complicated human being. But so we define ourselves as being only that.
That's your danger.
If you think that you are only inside your skin, you define yourself as one very complicated little curlicue, way out on the edge of that explosion, way out in space and way out in time. And then we cut ourselves off and don't feel that we're still the Big Bang. But you are. Depends how you define yourself. You are actually, if this is the way things started, if there was a Big Bang in the beginning, you're not something that is a result of the Big Bang. You're not something that is a sort of puppet on the end of the process. You are still the process.
I don't know how to be them.
You are the Big Bang, the original force of the universe, coming on as whoever you are. See, when I meet you, I see not just what you define yourself as, Mr. So-and-so, Miss So-and-so, Mrs. So-and-so. I see every one of you as the primordial energy of the universe coming on at me in this particular way. I know I'm that too. But we've learned to define ourselves as separate from it.
Man, I don't know if we're making it to that as. This is getting a little bit rough. You're a nice flower. What's your favorite flower? I'm curious. Mine's like tiger lilies, probably. When I was a kid, my mother used to always say that tiger lilies were her favorite, and then she'd show me pictures of them that she'd draw or that she'd take in, and then got processed because I was born in 2001, so we didn't have digital pictures yet, and like not really the same, and it was like really magical to me. Like they just looked so like unreal, and then she eventually got one for in person, right? And I was like, holy shit, they're real. And I saw the tiger like spots, you know what I mean? They have like little spots in them. And I saw how like fragile it looked, how it kind of drooped its petals, I guess, right? So like elegantly feeling. And I was like, that is exactly what a flower should look like. Yeah. That was a big deal to me. Thoughts are the friction between things and other things. Thoughts would never exist if everything thought it was the same thing. As you go around listening to things, their thoughts will make impressions on your mind. When you go out and experience life, you will have your own thoughts, and they will reflect the things you've listened to and absorbed. Give thinking a go. Just try not to take it too seriously. There's eggs to think. It's Little Rhythms, the first place. But yeah, because I really like lilies. I don't know. I think they're the prettiest flower, and I think they hold something. I also like orchids. But orchids are like, I don't know. We've had one growing in the kitchen for a long time now. They have these little tentacles that come out. And that's a little weird. Yeah. I gotta get rid of the thought so we can move a little bit faster. We do have a big, long journey. It looked like we were just there. I wonder if he's not reachable? I think he is. He seems to be bigger, right? Look at that dog ass. He might be a little bigger. Listen to this guy.
What I would call a kind of a basic problem we've got to go through first is to understand that there are no such things as things. That is to say, separate things. That is only a way of talking. And if you can understand this, you're going to have no further problems. I once asked a group of high school children, what do you mean by a thing? And first of all, they gave me all sorts of synonyms. They said it's an object, which is simply another word for a thing. It doesn't tell you anything about what you mean by a thing. And finally, a very smart girl who was in the group said a thing is a noun. And she was quite right. A noun isn't a part of nature, it's a part of speech. There are no nouns in the physical world. There are no separate things in the physical world either. See, the physical world is wiggly. The clouds, mountains, trees, people are all wiggly. And only when human beings get working at things, they build buildings in straight lines and try and make out that the world isn't really wiggly. But here are we sitting in this room all built on straight lines, but each one of us is as wiggly as all get out.
A damn cat's behind me trying to meow up a storm. I'm just trying to journey to a dog's ass. Yeah, we'll get there soon. I don't know. I will say, though, I enjoyed school. Before school, I was just sitting at home. Mostly. A lot of my friends moved away or are just kind of shitty friends, right? Like, that's pretty, I think, pretty normal. Like, I asked to hang out with them. They say no constantly. But then if they ask to hang out, right, I always say yes. Or we always do what they want to do. It's really hard to get them to do what I want to do. I don't think we're making it closer. Let's just start going down. Yeah, those are shit friends, man. Don't. I'm starting to like not just try to like ignore them, kind of thing. Or not ignore them, but like try not to interact with them too much because they're just like they don't have my better interest in mind. I don't know. Okay, we gotta get smaller. We're gonna do the thing I talked about earlier, where we try to get smaller and smaller. Let's find something a little bit smaller. I'm not sure what it is. There's a mite. Look at that. Imagine being small enough, right, to be a mite. And you see all this. Bonk. We give the mite a bonk. So these things are gross. Different kind of mite. Soil mite. And there's a different guy right here. The hell are you? Mange mite. Ugh. Gross. Be this particulate. What is this? Streptomyces. Bacterium. Oh, this guy. I want to play Spore really bad, but the gigantic, what's it called? The space galactic one. I need that to be to play the game. I didn't realize that would be the case. At this level, is everything really like a fluid, by the way? Because everything portrays it as a fluid. Where are you? You've been moving a lot. Sarsina. Yeah, we can go smaller than this, by the way. That's the plan. This reminds you of like the first stage of Spore? I don't know. It's kind of cool.
Now then, when you want to get control of something that wiggles, it's pretty difficult, isn't it? You try and pick up a fish in your hands, and the fish is wiggly and it slips out. What do you do to get hold of the fish? You use a net. And so the net is the basic thing we have for getting hold of the wiggly world. A net is something regular. And I can number the holes in a net. So many holes up, so many holes across. And if I can number these holes, I can count exactly where each wiggle is in terms of a hole in that net. But in order to do that, I've got to break up the wiggle into bits. I've got to call this a specific bit, and this the next bit of the wiggle, and this the next bit, and this the next bit of the wiggle. And so these bits are things which I mark out in order to talk about the wiggle, in order to measure it, and therefore in order to control it. But in nature, in fact, in the physical world, the wiggle isn't bitted. So the world doesn't come thing. You and I are all as much continuous with the physical universe as a wave is continuous with the ocean. The ocean waves, and the universe beams. And as the wave, I wave at you and say, you. The world is waving at me with you. And saying, hi, I'm here. But the way we feel and sense our existence, being based on a myth that we are made, that we are parts, that we are things, our consciousness has been influenced so that each one of us does not feel that. We feel we have been hypnotized, literally hypnotized, by social convention into feeling and sensing that we exist only inside our skins, that we are not the original bang, but just something out on the end of it. And therefore we are scared stiff. Because my wave is going to disappear. And I'm going to die. And that would be awful.
That would be awful. Yeah, now that we become small enough, we become big. It's kind of cool. I don't know. I like it. Let's go talk to this guy. Long before suns were around, far back through time, all stars were the same thing. A something that spread into every star everywhere. A something all stars still share here now. You may find you aren't just sun, but every star in existence. An expression of this great pattern unknown as stars. Everything secretly knows this, and you know it too. I want to become this planet. And I want to become its moon. I don't know if I can. I guess I maybe can't. Look at that hue of the sun. Little alien. Hey guys. Let's go. But yeah, this game is kind of nifty. We don't really know what aliens would look like, of course, right? But yeah, let's go back up. I don't see any other kinds of things. I guess we could look at their bugs, but I kind of want to move upward. Look at these crazy looking things. Look at that crazy looking thing. Like clouds or whatever. What is this? An orb. Alaria. Oh, it's a bird. Of course it's a bird. What else? What else would it be? Wow. We're just flying around. Okay. We ascend. Let's go try to find like an earthy planet. You know? To an earthy planet. That one looks a little bit earthy. I think it's a comet. A theory worth betting on.
You are a fluke. You are a separate event. And you run from the maternity ward to the crematorium, and that's it, baby. Now, why does anybody think that way? There's no reason to, because it isn't even scientific. It's just a myth. And it's invented by people who wanted to feel a certain way. They want to play a certain game. Camus said there is only really one serious philosophical question, which is whether or not to commit suicide. Should you or not commit suicide? This is a good question. Why go on? And you only go on if the game is worth the candle. Now, the universe has been going on for an incredible long time. And so, really, a satisfactory theory of the universe
Be a curve.
has to be one that's worth betting on. Seems to me, absolutely elementary common sense. If you make a theory of the universe which isn't worth betting on, why bother? Just commit suicide. But if you want to go on playing the game, you've got to have an optimal theory for playing the game.
Don't commit suicide. He's just thinking out of his ass at times. Yeah, but also try to come up with a plan. Right, that's part of life is striving for a plan. I kind of wanted to do a thing where like we start as goat or elk and we end as elk. But I don't think that's going to be the point. Here's a snake. Okay. Well, that's going to be the end of the episode. I'll probably see you maybe in this game again, maybe sometime, but it'll be a while. Hey, so this game doesn't really have like infinite content. It's kind of just, good, fun. Like it's just a cute, creative game to like explore, to see. I guess listen to in a way, many ways. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Have a good one, and I'll see you in the regular scheduled programming, brother. Have a good one. Thank you. Bye. See ya.